The president's order to surrogates on the country's pressing issues is clear. First, feed the nation through lower and more affordable nourishment. Hence, greater agricultural production is the short-term need by way of maximized support to farmers and fisherfolk that our Clazel Pardilia covers in this report.
The rising prices of food is hitting Naya's budget.
Sobra po ang hirap. Yung budget namin na dati, 1 kilo, 3/4 or 1/2 na lang ang nabibili ko. Sana bumaba din ang bilihin. Number 1 po yun.
If the agricultural problem cannot be addressed, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. warns in his State of the Nation Address or SONA.
Ang mga suliraning agarang mararamdaman ng ating mga kababayan ay ang posibilidad ng tuloy-tuloy na pagsipa ng presyo ng pagkain at kakulangan sa supply ng ating pagkain.
Before the looming food crisis really happens, President Marcos Jr. aims to increase local food production by providing support and extension services to farmers.
Magbibigay tayo ng pautang habang mas ilalapit natin sa sektor ng agrikultura ang hindi gaanong mahal na farm inputs na bibilhin na ng bulto ng gobyerno. Kabilang dito ang abono, pestisidyo, mga punla, feeds, fuel subsidy at ayuda para sa mga karapat-dapat na benepisyaryo.
The chief executive will strengthen the value chain by providing institutionalized soft loans and aid to farmers and fishermen, investing in modernized and scientific methods of farming and livestock production, enhancing post-production and processing, and connecting farms to markets.
Gagawa tayo ng network, national network ng farm-to-market road upang mas mabilis na mailakbay ng mga magsasaka ang kanilang mga produkto sa mga pamilihan. At gagawa tayo ng mga paraan upang maramdaman ng mga mamimili ang pagluluwag ng presyo ng mga produktong pagkain sa kayang halaga, gaya ng muling pagbubuhay ng mga Kadiwa Center.
Some farmer groups agreed to PBBM's plans and aspirations for the agri-sector. According to SINAG, production costs will be reduced up to 60% if help will be immediately distributed.
Main crop natin ngayon, no? Dapat may bigay kaagad. Kung hindi, inaasahan natin yung presyo ng palay sa ani nito, mataas pa rin. Yun ang mangyayari kung hindi nabigay yung fertilizer subsidy. Babagsak yung production.
Meanwhile, the Bantay Bigas was not satisfied, explaining they did not hear when the president targets to bring down the price of rice at 20 pesos a kilo. The group wanted the president to amend the controversial rice liberalization law instead of promising loans.
Sa halip na subsidy ang ibibigay sa ating mga magsasaka, given na talagang napakalalim at hirap na yung ating mga magsasaka, ay pautang, no? Pautang yung binanggit niya. Lubog na yung ating mga magsasaka sa utang.
The United Broiler Raisers Association regarded the unclear direction on how to stop and prevent importation. They also appealed not to bring down the tariff on imported meat.
Ang pangmatagalan, dapat wala na yung importasyon dahil kaya naman natin mag-produce dito sa bansa natin nung pangangailangan natin Yung smuggling, yun ang talagang nagpahirap ng gusto sa atin
This week, the Department of Agrarian Reform expects that the President will issue an executive order in the zone for a 1-year moratorium in collecting amortization and interest on agricultural land. DAR is also positive that the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program will be amended immediately next year, which will stop the government from collecting the unpaid debt of the farmers.
Doon sa panahon ng isang taon, makakapasa na tayo ng batas for condemnation. Imbis na babayadan nila ang kanilang amortization, magamit nila yung kanilang konting salapi para nang sa ganon, lalo nilang mapahusay ang kanilang pagsasaka.
DAR assured they are now implementing the President's directive to immediately distribute the unused agricultural lands to eligible beneficiaries, such as war veterans, their surviving families, retired members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine National Police, and landless agriculture graduates. Clazel Pardilia for the nation.